So what happened last time?
Last time on Dungeons and WheatTons, Natus was a handful, at least for a little bit, until Cornelius left me to it, and I pulled down Vitari and Okra. What else?
My first,
Well,
my first fight being
Jimmy
bonded
Dickinson.
to. Bonded to natives, I got ran over.
Oh yeah, the first time we've been bonded, and he just flattened me. Yeah.
But yeah, we managed to get the guy controlling natives. After all things are, after we took out the masked Avenger,
Yeah, but we've been like
yeah, we realized
dreamed,
we've
like
been broadcasting deemed
yeah,
as terrorists, the actual terrorists, because we killed an innocent man and the town's hero, who they've all, well, kind of brainwashed to think is their hero and such.
And you're forgetting one important part. You finally learned who the masked Avenger was.
No, right.
Because
Yes, we did.
beforehand you didn't know at all.
I had some.
Not one clue.
Yeah. Well, we're taking him with us, as now a mob is banging at the door of this theater. We're gonna run out the back on our way to Gallant's home. That's what. And I'm pretty much fresh out of spells last I checked. I should probably begin the game before everything here.
Well then. So, you're wanting to go out the back door.
maybe retreat through the sewers. What do you think of that?
So as well.
That's right.
I think we went quite a ways from the big opening that we got you into the sewers in the first place.
Oh yeah, good call.
So that's what I was thinking of Gallant, because he was the one who hired us. So as long as his mind hasn't been messed with, he probably still helps out.
Mm-hmm. The Natus is like sitting with his back to you, just moping around. Like, every now and then he
That's all
turns
we
his
gotta
head around
do.
to look at you, you know, like, and then when he sees you looking at him, he'll like look away again.
That's yeah. I think I went up to. All right, yeah. No, it's time to go, boy. You're fine. No one's mad at you.
Yes, he,
After a lot.
he gets down like on one knee to let you get up. You know, he's got to be like super obedient.
Sorry, load up. Uh, we load up the Masked Avenger, Adonis, and everybody heads out the back door.
And
Alright.
Cornelius, of course, will give Natus pats as he's walking alongside.
You head on out the back door, probably around the same one that you entered in, right? Go on backstage. Leave through the same one that you came in. From the alleyway.
You doing that?
But as you
Quickly make our way.
as you go through the door, you can hear the clamoring of citizens in the front and see a pretty large group of citizen Citizens is already plural. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing. Just being goofy. You can see a group of citizens out in the front. Some of them aren't really doing much of anything because they're, not close enough to the door, but you do hear the banging a little bit louder now that you're outside. It's like it was a little bit muted whenever you were inside, but now you can hear the banging kind of echoing off the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter since we've left, but was this projector thing magical or is it technological?
City's run by an artificer, so you could kind of assume like a little bit of a mix between both, probably.
Okay, so there was like no tape to tape, really. Like,
I think it was a live broadcast.
yeah, okay.
But as you start filing out of the door and walking the opposite direction, you do hear someone say, "They're going that way!"
Is there like a big dumpster-like object around this alleyway?
Roll for it.
Oh, why you want me to roll? Like,
Roll an investigation. Or perception. Let's see if you materialize a dumpster.
Dominican guidance.
perception. Guidance is a D4, right?
Yeah.
It's 3.
Alright, you do find a dumpster. It's one of the big ones that people could fit in, or,
Okay, I use the levitate on it and move it between us and them, and then uncast it and leave it there. And tell everybody, let's get going.
Well, they kind of jump back as whenever you undo the levitate, it falls and kind of tumbles over and drops a little bit of trash in their way. But, it's the same size around as it is tall, so.
What kind of trash?
What kind of trash? Well, there's a lot of popcorn buckets in there.
Oily popcorn buckets.
Some of them are buttery, and some of them are non-buttered. And you can see salt coming out of some of them, as well as a couple of candy wrappers and boxes.
Is there any salvageable food?
There are quite a few popcorn buckets that were not completely finished off, yes.
I will try and resist in nature.
Okay.
You may do an animal handling if you wish, Joey, to make sure.
Okay.
And Dominicus will guidance you. Okay. No natives, no.
We're good. It's like,
Bad
come on,
riders.
we're busy. Come on. We gotta go.
I, of course, was tempted to set them ablaze, but then we'd burn the whole theater down, and then there'd be another thing they were mad at us for. Fires do make good distractors, but they have a tendency to get out of hand in urban environments.
Yeah. Yeah, it's trying to hurry us along and come on, let's go.
All right. Well, a couple of them are trying to. They're having a hard time, but a couple of them are trying to kind of climb over the dumpster. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
And you see a couple of the other ones running back the other way, yelling the entire time. Cut him off!
Come on, bud. No one's gonna just stand in front of a rhino. Hopefully.
Yeah, you've got full control.
Alright, you go make sure to keep pace with people. So we're not leaving anyone behind. We're running along.
I mean, I figure as a rabbit man, Cornelius has got a pretty good sprint on him, so.
Yeah.
I picture you running with your hands behind your back, like in anime. Like,
Naruto running.
I imagine with rabbit feet, that would probably be fairly awkward to try and pull off.
well,
I'm kind of wondering if Cornelius sprints on all fours.
That would be up to you.
I'm gonna do it. Headcanon. He sprints on all fours.
Some other board. Yeah.
Boing, 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 boing.
Yep, runs like a rabbit.
Awesome.
All right. Well, as you head on down the alleyway and around a corner, you can see that a couple of people are yelling in coordination to try to cut you off. And yeah, you're right. They don't really want to stand in front of a rhino, but that doesn't mean that they might not poke at you as with whatever they got at hand from the sides.
I am going to attempt to shout misleading directions to them,
Use my
which
warning
would be
flare.
a deception, obviously.
Use my warding flare to go by that just bright light that gives them disadvantage on attacking.
But yeah, go ahead and do your deception. Yeah, a number of them believe you. And you can see some of them going the other direction as if you were going down to the next building before turning off.
Excellent.
So you're able to make it back down to the end of the main road, or I should say the start of the main road, from the alleyways and halls. And you can see a number of the food vendors being pushed and lined up to kind of make a barrier.
Alright. It's like, alright, natives. Time to smash some fruit.
Well, I mean a barrier to the sides, not in front of you.
To the sides? Are
Yeah.
they trying to... Does it look like they're trying to guide us? Or...
It does look a little bit like that, yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, the saying still stands. They want to try to cut us off into an alleyway, smash it through carts. We have to. Keep them guessing where we're going.
Not even curious about where they're trying to get you to go.
I mean, yeah, if we can tell, if I can
I'm
tell like where they're trying to.
Guidance.
For what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, an insight check might help.
I was just say like, we gotta roll insight to see where they're trying to guide us, or a perception.
Yeah, you might go for a perception, kind of like you've seen the map around and stuff, and
Yeah. Okay.
the "you are here" thing.
D4.
Yeah, the fruit carts kind of look like they're aiming you towards the nearest guardhouse.
Okay.
Now, I
We
don't
don't-
hate that idea because the guards should normally be on our side. So even if we get arrested, the whole thing should be able to be relatively easily explainable.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like guards have joined that mob, right?
Not at the moment.
So it doesn't seem like they're at least here coming after us. So it's like as we're running, ask the guys, do you wanna follow where the carts are taking us to the guards, or we wanna stick to the first plan of Gallic?
I mean, making for Gallico would make you less explanation because Gatsby could smooth it all over for us, but on the other hand, the guards don't really pose a significant threat to us, presuming we let ourselves get arrested. Having said that, I'm on the side of I would rather not spend the night in a jail cell, so
Yeah,
Sounds like a long rest to me.
it it does. It would give us that.
you're not wrong.
I guess there's a little meta on our part, but
I guess there are worse places to spend the night than a jail cell.
yeah. That's another way to try to prove our innocence of this stuff.
It seems a bit random, but it's not really for Nadis because, like, McCult has been on his mind all the time. He will say, McCult's still in cage.
Oh yeah. Oh man, alright.
Yeah, we did leave him back at the end, didn't we?
Yeah. He's still just a huge gorilla in a cage.
I mean, he's being taken care of, but ideally we would bring him back to the circus, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, is he being taken care of? Because, yeah, that's my concern, really. Like, if he's being taken care of, you can just tell Nadis that, but I was like, is he starving? Is he sitting in his own mess? What's going on, you know?
I mean, we left him a box of fruit, so starving, probably not. Sitting in his own mess, possibly.
It could be. He is stuck in that cage.
Admittedly, once it started to smell, somebody would take a look. We did leave it in the stables.
Yeah, there's probably somebody cleaning it up.
Also, mind you, it wouldn't even need to begin to smell because people clean out the stables regularly.
Yeah, good point.
So somebody knows he's there.
Okay. I'll finish that conversation with McCult, my friend.
Yeah. So yeah, let's follow the path that they've placed and see how the guards react to us. Yeah, they're either gonna help us or they're gonna arrest us. If they try to kill us, then that's a different thing.
I mean, they might come at us with weapons drawn, but as long as we don't draw ours and allow ourselves to be arrested, I don't imagine it'll be an issue.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll follow where they're guiding us to the guard barracks.
Alrighty. Well, a couple of them are, kind of chasing at you and poking at you with the stereotypical pitchfork, but not actually trying to get you, just kind of trying to usher you forward, like they think that they're doing something.
Yeah.
And you go forward and around the bend of fruit stands and hot dog stands and all the stands, all the food stands. And carts and everything. And you make it to the closest guardhouse, where you see Dilfert arguing with one of the townspeople. And a number of them are, like, trying to jump in, but he's just trying to calm them all down, and he sees you guys coming, being chased by the mob. And you can hear everybody else like, "We got them! We got the terrorists!"
We got.
And they really think that they're, like, ushering you forward and making you not move. Like, let's not get it misunderstood. There are a lot of people around you. So many so that you would probably have to, if you were to fight them, kill possibly 100 to 200 people before you got out of there.
Alright, yeah, okay.
Even at level 0 commoner, I'm sure they would probably get you down at least a little bit.
Yeah,
And
a
your
good
conscience
crowd.
would suffer terribly.
Yeah. I'm not with Prisma anymore.
I just
Not to mention that's a high number of pardons to ask for.
I just don't want you to think that there's only like 6 or so people like poking at you with spears and stuff. Like there is a wall of flesh guiding you. Flesh and weapons.
I mean, a wall of very permeable flesh, but we're the good guys, so we're not going to be doing that.
Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, we'll
Again,
slow down as we.
I just don't want you to underestimate how many people are actually there.
Yeah. We'll have need to slow down. Alright, Delfert. We could probably use some protection so we could explain some things.
He raises his hands, trying to calm everybody down. And he pulls out some shackles, and he's like, making a big show of it. He's like,
Yeah, yeah, I'll hop off of Natus and like put my hands up and out. So yeah.
Well,
And
Natus is still obedient, but he will growl at the shackles.
A couple of
That's alright.
a couple of the other guards in the building come out with more.
So it's alright, Natus. This won't be for long.
Holding their weapons, just kind of pointing them at you, but they don't seem.
No ill
It's,
intent there.
yeah, it seems more like it's a threat more than anything. Like, not a promise, just a threat.
Alrighty.
I will, of course, also surrender.
And as they begin to shackle you and disarm you, they lead you one by one into the guardhouse.
As we're in there, I'm gonna ask Dilfert, could you do me a favor? We still have that monkey caged up, the gorilla. I got some gold here. If you could go like pay for him to keep staying there and get a crate of food for him, that'd be nice.
All right.
You know, hey, you don't want him to get too hungry and then he break out of there and you got a gorilla problem all over again.
Yeah, no, don't really want that.
So, yeah, just kind of, I don't know, my gold bag, my personal one, or I guess to much it all costs for him to stay in there. Remember later. I'll give him the amount that he needs to do all that.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it was 15 because he takes up like 3 spaces for an animal or something
So,
like that. 15 gold.
15.
And for the I mean, he's a pretty big dude. Probably takes like a crate a day to feed.
Yeah.
So he might need a
Kinda
whole
good.
other crate, which was, I think it was 75 gold.
Was it 75?
I'm pretty sure it was 75.
Alrighty.
Then again, that might have been the haggled price. I don't actually remember if you haggled or not.
Don't recall. I don't think I did, so give him that. Give that 75 plus 15 from our party fund to do that.
All right.
And yeah,
Well,
let them
you are
guide us. They're gonna guide us.
you are brought on in. And you are led to a cell and split up between 2 cells, actually, since there are so many of you.
Alright. Where's the jail cell map?
I have none.
Where is
I'm
Nadus?
only joking. Yeah.
In one of the
Relations are where
cells,
we are.
Nice. Okay.
Alright.
I'll sniff the perimeter and then lie down.
seems rather clean for a quote unquote dungeon. It's not actually a dungeon, it's actually a jail. So,
As an animal, I will instantly start or attempt to start a short rest for now.
Yeah. I think we'd all do that.
Seems like no better time.
Yeah.
all right.
Do a short.
So you go into the jail cells, you start a short rest, and you ask Dilfert to get some food and pay for another day in the stables for McCall.
Ooh, and one more thing before we start the short rest. Cornelius will request that word be sent to Mr. Gatsby,
Yes.
because there's no point in us languishing here waiting for rescue if Mr. Gatsby does not know that we're, in prison.
All right. And are you asking that of Dilfert or someone else?
Probably best to ask Dilfer. He's our buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he takes the money, goes on, and you are disarmed of your weapons for now.
Alright, alright.
And after a little while, probably about 15, 20 minutes, a different guard comes in and he's like, so you think you could just blow up our town? Is that what this is?
We weren't the ones who were blowing it up. We actually got rid of the bombs.
Hmm.
Disarming it.
You got any proof of that?
Well, we had to throw them off the edge so they would blow up safely away from here. They're also really big. Right?
I was gonna say our proof is the city hasn't been blown up yet.
I mean, yeah.
Because it was touch and go for a moment. I am also going to tactfully omit the fact that one of the bombs almost blew up because of a member of our
Yeah.
group.
Yeah, let's leave that part out. Yeah. Yeah, I wanna. And who are you, good sir?
I go by many names. But you may call me Tim.
Alright, Tim. We are not your enemy. We've only been here to help.
I kind of picture you like waving your hand in front. We are not your
Yeah.
enemy.
There's a little mind trick.
Keep your mind tricks away from me.
To be fair, I think all of you have been mind tricked. Considering the Masked Avenger didn't exist yesterday, and suddenly everybody has been talking about him as if he's been here for weeks.
He kind of leans forward, says, "You think people are messing with our minds?"
I do.
You'd be correct about that.
Oh, God damn it.
Man, how could you just kill my other dude?
Well, to be fair, we were just trying to break his concentration. Just happened to be a little more than he could handle.
Poor guy. He didn't deserve that.
You were the
I
one
mean, he
who
was a
put him there.
terrorist.
You're the one who put him there. Aren't you?
I mean, it's better than me being there, right?
I guess from your perspective.
Man, so bloodthirsty.
Don't try to be.
Anyway, I got a couple questions to ask. That's all right.
Alright.
Where'd you get that rhino?
He's our friend.
Yeah, where'd you get him?
He's always been here with us.
Okay.
Dominicus slowly stands up from his seat and, like, as calmly as he can, but he's getting a bit anxious, but he will stand in front of Nada.
Ooh. So tough. Standing up for the rhino. Anyway, where'd you get him?
I don't think that's any of your concern.
Let me ask you this then. Do you know?
Oh, we know. Again, I don't think that's any of your concern.
I'm trying to be nice and not just take it from you, okay?
Can Dominicus do some kind of memory check?
Yeah,
Or
go
is
ahead.
is that memory okay? Like, I
Give-
forgot. What?
I think I said that he'd only lost like 6 months of memory.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so he will remember meeting Nadas and being okay.
Do you say anything about it, or?
No, no, yeah, it was just like. So when I was thinking about it, I was just like, I wonder if that would spark a memory to see if Dominicus actually knew. But yeah, he keeps quiet. He's letting Vitari and Cornelius do the talking because he's just gonna grab this fucking guy.
Yeah. You wouldn't happen to be Moreau?
That disturbs Nadis's rest.
Yeah. I was like, but I gotta say I just want confirmation.
Yeah, he stands up and then starts looking around, sniffing.
The guardsman, known as Tim, gives you a strangely noble bow and says, Moreau Alvera, at your service.
Oh, there.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, are you physically in this town or just have puppets?
I don't think that really matters, does it?
I mean,
It's not like you'd ever be able to find me.
yeah, we also got tricks. You don't know us.
Then let me say this. I am physically in this town.
Yeah.
You can consider me every single person that is affected by my spells.
Now, that kind of thing. Well,
There's an army of me out there. Now tell me where you got the rhino.
we are conscripted together, an army, looking for the king's daughter.
And where was he before that?
Before that, well, I couldn't tell you. So I met him.
And he starts to kind of look over everybody.
Dominicus is gonna try and like keep his composure. Like, so can I roll like some kind of deceit or something?
Sure, go for it. He immediately
Big old sweat mark going down.
points
A big gulp.
and says, You. You seem to have something to say.
We're brothers.
Brothers.
Natus' family.
Hmm. Well, I guess I could sell you as a pair.
Oh, that's the problem. They don't like being sold.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Not in the slightest.
Well, I don't really care.
Just,
That
like,
Oh, Tanner, take over, please. Help me.
wouldn't,
Help
wouldn't
me.
remember when I like caused a big ass scene at the beginning of the campaign,
yes.
and I like hurt that slave dude on accident?
You mean
You mean
Okrith?
Okrith?
Yeah,
Yeah. What about it?
wouldn't he be like super against slavery? So wouldn't he like make a scene about it?
I mean,
Okay, so we need a recap for Prisma because I'm sweating. I'm so glad you're here, Tanner.
Yeah, we've let ourselves be arrested. And
Why?
our little meta tried to, well, because the whole mob is surrounding us, and we couldn't run again. We'd be like, well, we can go here. We have the guards protect us, and possibly rest a bit, and hopefully try to explain things. While we're sitting here in jail, a different guard comes over and happens to be like Jimbo was in the theater, being controlled by the guy, the druid, Moreau, who now wants Natus.
No, he can't have the nene.
Yeah, I was seriously contemplating creeping up behind him and choking him out. But then that would be really awkward to explain when he turns back into not Moreau and the other guards come around.
Exactly. Yeah, and he's just an innocent, really.
Well, he
Like,
still looks like the guard.
Yeah, I guess so.
His appearance didn't change. Just who you were talking to.
So that's going to be doubly awkward to explain.
Also, he is
So,
not
just-
in the cells with you. He's like standing in the hallway between them.
And probably out of arm's reach if he's smart.
Yeah, he's...
Prisma
So
can
you-
squeeze through the bars.
Well, he
Well,
pretty much
yeah, but-
controls innocent people around here, so...
Well, and I was going to say Prisma would probably have a much more difficult time choking him out, too.
Yeah, I don't really have big hands.
Give that Vulcan neck hug.
Yeah.
Just give him the Vulcan neck pins like, "Tcha."
Like, yeah, so he's addressing Dominicus, who knows what Natus went through, who Moreau is, I assume.
I don't think so. You have to correct me here, Wheat. It was before I met Dominicus, right?
Yeah, yes, all of this was before you met Dominicus.
So even Dominicus doesn't know why I'm so scared of this guy. He just knows I am.
Okay. Oh, we know we don't want him to take you, so...
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, Moreau, yeah.
anything else to
So
say
you're
real
gonna
quick?
take them. Just this,
No.
you're...
I'm sorry.
You're not gonna take our friend. So you can just walk off. We got nothing to gain here.
Alright, so you'll be paying for him then.
Paying for him.
Yes, ownership of that rhino rightfully belongs to Moreau Alvera.
I'm sorry, he's a free rhino.
No,
to be
he's
with
not.
us.
I have his hoof print and a contract signing that he is my property. I was trying to sell him whenever he was never received by the buyer. Now, I had to refund that man his money. Will you be paying for this rhino?
You
well,
wanted to
like I
bowl people, right? Distraction.
I wanted to what, sorry?
Said you wanted to bowl people earlier.
Oh yeah, that was like yeah, like if I had Prisma on my back, I think we would have done it. But they're all innocent citizens.
Hey, why are you automatically saying if it was me, you would have done it?
Yeah.
Because
you're
I
a
had
bad
fun with
influence.
you. Yeah, it's like I didn't have any guilty conscience at all with you.
Well, I think this is a compliment. Oh my god. The smudges on this book are gonna be awful.
Dominicus will yell at them because he doesn't want, because it's his rhino. And he'll give I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know how to explain this.
Take your time.
You could ask
He's
how
just
much
going
was it-
he's going to have a stoic rant upon them, explaining that he's his best friend and will not part with him. And he's going to be stubborn.
So that is a
And
yes
make
to
conflict.
buying him.
No, there's no buying.
I will
He's
give you the
already-
deed immediately if
My
you give
rhino.
me the money.
Alright,
How much is it?
Yeah. Out of curiosity, how much did you lose?
An extinct albino rhino such as him actually was going for $50,000 at auction. Or 50,000 gold at auction.
Is that the truth with your necklace?
He is not lying.
out of character, what did Gatsby offer us?
I think like 20,000.
He was trying to lowball us.
Yeah, I just thinking like, yeah, I've got to leave this in your hands because I won't say much about this. I
Yeah.
started to lie down again since I can't smell Moreau. So
Well, that's quite a bit. But if we were to agree, not really in a position to pay you much of anything.
Oh, why not?
What? Look at us. We were doing jobs to gain money. We still haven't finished the job to get more money.
Oh, don't worry. It's not like I'm able to take the money right now anyway. What, do you think I'm gonna leave it with Tim here?
I don't know. He seems trustworthy.
You haven't been in his head.
Well, I guess,
He
yeah,
cheats
that
at
is true.
poker, man.
Well, I mean, how much does he
They're
really
a good
gain from
cheater.
that? Well, I guess if he's a gambler, probably wouldn't trust him with a bunch of money in his pocket. Well, then we'd have to meet face to face to give you anything.
Yes, exactly.
Can I see the setup for the character sheet?
Well, everyone kind of thinks we're terrorists, so
Yeah, sorry about
and
that. It's just part of the job.
Thank you.
at a part of the job. This is your job to mess things up like this?
Well, I was hired.
By who?
He kind of like gets this smirk on his face and puts his fingers to his lips, like shushing himself.
Thought I could get that out of you, but
That information doesn't come cheap, you know.
I guess not.
It's not like we could pay you for that either.
Oh, you could probably pay me for anything. If you want me to betray my client, well, you're gonna have to pay more than him.
How much is your client paying you?
I got 25,000 gold. He, and I was like, man, all you want me to do is hypnotize a town? That's like 10,000 worth. But I didn't tell him that.
Alright, well,
And at this rate, it's probably not going to last very long anyway.
yeah.
Of course, if he keeps paying me, I guess I could always extend the length of this.
Alrighty, well, how do we meet you to make some kind of arrangements?
Oh, I can pencil you in for an appointment.
Alright.
You could always come to my house. It's also my place of business. It's not hard to find, just ask around.
Right. Okay. Well. Guess I have to hope to make it out of this in order to do that. Why don't you give us that appointment?
Alright, I'll pencil you in. Who would I put this name under, by the way?
I don't know if I put us as the group or as.
You could just use one name. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine. Vitari.
Vitar. I.
Yes.
Okay. Last name?
Of the Temple of the Light.
Of the Temple of the Light. Rolls off the tongue.
Well, I don't really have a real last name.
And he's like waving his hand at you. It's all good. All right. So, that's really all the business I had with you over here. And he kind of points around and points at Prisma. You there.
What about me?
Would you mind ever so much coming through the bars real quick?
I think I don't wanna.
Oh, I promise I won't hurt you.
Should I go, Betty?
The necklace to the promise.
Yeah. Did the necklace vibrate?
It did not. He's telling the truth.
He seems to be telling the truth.
You're not gonna do anything now that you're not gonna do anything bad to me, are you?
Oh, I will do that, yes.
What?
My employer has asked me to do something.
No, I don't think I want to go.
What is it
I think I'll just stay here.
you need to do to her?
I could do it from here. I'm asking that you make this easier on yourself.
No.
Can we get a specific?
He pulls out of Tim's pocket a small little vial. And as he swishes it around, it looks murky and brown and chunky.
Who breath?
Is
Oh,
that...
I know who his employer is now.
Prisma, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
You cannot seem to help yourself but float on over
Oh no, what are you gonna do to me?
and take the vial. And,
Can I grab her?
I mean, you can try to grab her.
What would that be? Like a athletics?
Grapple me, grapple me!
I mean, yeah, if you want,
Grapple me!
if you want to try to grapple her, it would be in
I'll
athletics.
grapple her.
Cornelius will make a grab the vial.
I mean, he is still in the middle of the aisle. He didn't move to her.
No! It's like you try to reach through the bars and grab the vial.
Yeah, he probably can't reach.
Do I need to make an athletics to fight this?
Athletics or acrobatics. All right, he grabs you. And he's just like,
That vial's not what I think it is it?
what do you think it is?
It doesn't have to be an excrement of some sort.
You got that right. But Prisma, you're just like, chocolate.
No.
No! No!
Is
She's
Jarek
got these
actually
cartoon swirly eyes.
is is Jarek actually the one who hired you?
I'm gonna need some money for that information.
Oh my
Son of a
god.
bitch!
Oh, we're definitely working him over when we get our hands on
We
him.
trusted you! We gave you the benefit of the doubt, you son of a bitch!
Was he able to just like perfectly lie or something?
He had his mind controlled, so yeah, he wouldn't have remembered doing certain stuff. We didn't. Yeah. Didn't ask him if he paid somebody to do this stuff. Alrighty.
Prisma, you're really wanting that chocolate, and for some reason, Dominicus is not letting you have it.
Oh,
Well, seems you gotta do something to get out of that.
chocolate! Let me have the chocolate! I need you so much for this. No. This is not as funny as when I did it.
It's not funny when it happens to me!
No, it's not!
This is a total roller coaster. I hated this Jarrett guy, and then I loved him, and then I was
Yeah.
like suspicious, and then I trusted.
You fucking bastard.
Oh god.
What am I supposed to do? I'm being held. What do I do?
I don't know. How are you gonna get out?
Probably try to. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, it's just chocolate. It's not black ice.
yeah, it's just chocolate.
It's just chocolate.
It's just chocolate.
Yeah.
Mine. We could always knock Prisma out, which is what I was thinking of doing.
Yes, please do it. Out of character. I beg of you. Please. Don't make me do this. Knock me out!
So if I was going to attempt to incapacitate Prisma,
Oh,
would
they got
that be an
12
attack
points.
roll?
I would say let's figure out where each person is. You are equally divided between two cells. So
Yeah.
Well, Natus is with Dominicus and Vitari, definitely.
and Dominicus kind of has to have Prisma if this is
But she,
going
Yeah,
on this
she
way.
she could have come from the other cell, though, technically.
Yeah, if he's talking in front of me, if she was on the other side, she could have crossed through ours and just grab her there. It's like, I do have a little something to fix her up after that, but
No,
You
I'm
see
going
me.
to end up eating the dew. I'm
You
going to
see
end
me.
up eating the dew.
we'd have to hurt him to break his concentration. And now we know he's controlling an innocent person.
I mean, if I flicked a rock at him,
Also, you
My
know
brain's
from fighting the other dude that he constantly kept his concentration no matter how much damage you did to him until he was dead.
That is also true.
It was very hard to do that.
mind you, Dominicus could probably throw sand in his eyes.
Like a cat, just.
Does he have sand?
I mean, if not sand, then straw or whatever else is lying around on the floor.
That there's nothing lying around on the floor.
I'm doing.
This jail has like actual beds on the side of the wall
I do.
and benches, you know.
When I get my hands on that Jarek, I'm going to shove all the goblin dew I have left down his throat.
Natus do's.
Yeah, you can help
That's a
me.
good point.
We'll give Nader something spicy so he has a little bit of
Yeah.
diarrhea. Alright, well, first one,
My revenge will be swift.
try to break out of his hand.
Well, that's probably not going to work.
wiggle out and dive.
I just told Dominicus that it's fine. I have something to help her. You just get past this so we can get to Jarek.
And as you grab that vial, you begin to lift it up with both hands and go, and you kind of just let it roll over your face.
Oh, God. Don't think about it.
And then you come to your senses at the same time.
God, this... Don't think. Oh God. Oh God. Oh,
Brisbane needs a minute.
yeah.
I fucking hate you, Whitten. You know I get gang reflex easy like this. Okay,
You
I'm fine.
seriously, you sealed your fate on this the moment that you did it to someone else.
Why?
You did it to the wrong person.
It was not wrong at the time.
Actions have consequences.
But
I forgot.
yeah, Prisma's not having a good time right now.
Yeah. So.
Where are you
Like
now,
her
Prisma? Where are you now?
Did
On the
she-
floor puking.
Oh God. Alright, while she's doing that, I ask Moreau, is that it?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Are you gonna end up stopping controlling people now?
Oh no, that's gonna happen for. It'll wear off in a couple of days.
Days.
Yeah, probably about 4 days. Everybody will be back to normal. They won't even remember that the Masked Avenger was ever a thing. They will remember the bombings, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the bombings we stopped.
Yeah, we did stop those bigger bombs going off. When's that appointment? I guess.
I didn't actually put a date on there. I was just gonna kind of leave it open for you.
Ah, then that's fine. Have a few things to do anyway.
I am a rather busy guy, though. Lots of people to help.
Yes. Well.
Well,
Alright, well.
anyway. I'll catch you later.
Yes.
Oh, you better believe we're gonna catch you later.
Saying that out loud?
I am saying that out loud.
Yes.
I mean, we are going to his house after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, his lair?
Yes. I mean, he invited us, so we will, in fact, be catching him later.
As he leaves, just try to get Prisma to get closer to us so I can help her out.
Yeah, and Nadis will go over to Prisma, like sniff the puke, and then like sniff around in the air, and then sniff her breath.
And so, that's we don't have any water or something in here, do we?
You have a working faucet, actually.
Oh, well, come on, Prisma, let's wash you off. And, Did she get hurt from this at all?
Nope. Just mentally.
No, just mental scars. All right. We're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk with Jarek.
Yeah.
Convince people. As long as. I don't know how we're convince people they're brainwashed. 4 days. Maybe stay in jail 4 days. I don't know. Talk to Gallant about
How
it.
long have we got left till we have to go on that errand for the king?
Like 3 days.
Tell
A lot
Gallant,
of stuff has been happening. So,
yeah,
not very many days have actually gone by.
just they tell Gallant, can you send a message to the king? You know, being framed for terrorism. Probably be late. Oh, I guess since he's gone, we'll just wait. Try to have a short rest. We were trying to do earlier.
So Prisma's like constantly washing her mouth out with the sink and using candy to try and get rid of the awful taste. And in between mouthfuls of candy, she's just growling, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Shove it all down his throat. Mess with the wrong piggy.
Is anyone going to stop Nadis licking the floor?
Well, it's on the outside. I don't think he can get
Oh,
into her
oh,
throat.
oh, yeah.
It's
Okay.
out the bars.
Yeah, okay. I'll pee in the closest corner to it then.
God. Alright. Gotta think that you're kind of pushing us around when you're trying to do that, though. I assume that it's too huge in here. Too big of a space. But, yeah, do we get that short rest or a long rest? Or what's going on?
You can do your short rest. I mean, I kind of thought it was already started. I know that
I guess
Natus said his
leave
was
it.
interrupted by the mention of Moreau's name, but
Then yeah, take a short rest. I'll heal myself. My head die a little bit.
Are you happy using hit die, Tanner, for your heals too?
Sure.
There's one more of mine.
So what are we doing now? Oh yeah, we're using hit dice, huh?
Yeah, short rest.
Might as well.
all right. But while you are resting, Dilfert comes back and he's like, "All right, I got the food for the monkey. I got the walk-in paid up for the stable."
All right, thank you. Very, very much appreciate it. And Gallant, did you talk to him? I remember you said that.
Oh yeah. I talked to Mr. Gallant. He kind of said you could just stay in here
Okay.
and that your court session will be in a couple of days.
Couple days.
Well, that's
Okay.
fine. Thanks for saving the town.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I thought you were working for him.
Yeah. We there's a. I don't know if you know who Moreau is. What was his last name again, guys? Villa something?
Wrote
Al-
it down. Give me
Alvera.
2 seconds. Alvera.
Alvera.
Butthead.
Moreau. Moreau Alvera. Was messing with people's minds, brainwashing people.
Now, hold on a minute. You can't be talking bad about people, alright? I know you're having some troubles right now, but Lord Alvera is a well-respected man, alright?
I'm sure he is.
What kind of well-respected person makes someone eat poop?
Probably not
I
him.
think we're looking at one right now.
But we assume he was paid.
And yes, I am aware that the pot is calling the kettle black.
Yeah. We do assume he was paid. I guess we can kind of wait for our court date to really explain all this stuff. Say our piece.
Either Gallon is brain controlled or he was in it from the beginning.
But Dilbert, while we're stuck here and such, would you mind sending a message to the king, telling him we'll be late, been accused of terrorism?
Oh shit, that'll go well.
Gotta deal with it first.
I'm sorry, I'm not really at liberty to send messages for terrorists, you know?
What? Alright, you know what? It's fine. Fine.
Look,
I'll,
you
I'll
guys
send
were
a
nice, you helped me get my locket back. I thank you for that. But the fact that you would lie about so much
We
and bomb
Yeah,
the
I-
city, like,
we didn't bomb it. We saved it. Remember, 2 bombs were supposed to go off. They didn't go off because we saved it.
the time of the bombs going off hasn't arrived yet.
They're not gonna go off.
Vinny,
Okay.
Vinny, what if he uses the necklace? What if we let him borrow it?
The necklace? I don't really think that's gonna help us here.
No,
He'd
prove
at
it
least
not
know we
wrong.
aren't lying.
You would know.
You keep saying we aren't.
It takes
you keep
time
saying we
to.
aren't.
You have to attune to it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Damn
We're
it.
sure, we're sure he's not brainwashed. He's just
Well,
gonna
we know
fucking
the
walk off with
brainwash
it.
will end pretty soon. So, as long as we keep ourselves alive when this court date is past that, they'll probably just let us go because all of that will disappear from their heads.
So how much food did we get McCall for all that gold? Just one day?
I
It's
think
a
we
whole
got-
crate. And he's a big boy, so yeah. Just one day.
We got a
He's gonna die.
few gold.
He'll just break out.
He probably would just break out.
We're going to be blamed for that as well.
Yes.
Mind you,
Again,
we could always break out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the click of the fingers, and I'm going to try.
you know, let's give ourselves a rest.
Yeah, okay.
Tell Dilbert, you know what? Dilbert, thank you for your help. We'll wait it out. Eventually people will come to their senses. Remember that Donis wasn't a masked avenger. Also, we had him with us. Yeah, he was unconscious. So he's still alive. I don't know if y'all have him or not.
Yeah, he had some pretty bad wounds, so we took him to the hospital. Man, he looked like he was like running around with a hole in his stomach.
Yeah, Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, it was stretched. Man, that was terrible looking. Blech.
Yeah, that Trelby, he's a reckless man.
Anyway,
Shit.
sorry about all this, but you know, whenever he yelled at me for for coming to give that message to him, uh, man, ugh,
You,
can't
you
believe
were
he's the,
yelled at?
huh?
You were yelled at?
Yeah, you believe that?
Gallant. Not not his brother, but
I spoke to the leader, and I spoke to the person who runs this town. Yes, Jarrett Gallant, not his brother.
oh my god. Would
Yeah.
you
I'm going
find
to kill
would
him.
you find his brother Gatsby and tell him we're here? Or where is Gatsby?
Who knows where that bum is?
Who
Never worked a day
knows?
in his life. Can you believe that?
It's very hard to believe actually. Alright,
This is
okay.
why he turned the town against his brother.
Okay. Thank you, Delbert. You've given us what we needed. You have a good day. Take care of that locket.
Yeah, well, man, I'm probably gonna have to be a witness. He's like, I'm gonna have to spend my day in court, and he just trails off as he walks out.
Yeah, I'm thinking being a witness and testifying in court is going to be the least of his worries when we break out of here and murder Jared Gallant.
Not before we shove a bunch of goblin goo down his throat and cover him in frickin' natus diarrhea.
Right. Well, I mean, he's literally out of town against us at the moment, so let's take a rest. How about that? Good old rest.
Long rest
Good old,
wouldn't go amiss.
good old long rest.
I mean, sounds like a level up to me.
So you want to take a long rest?
We will take a long rest.
Alrighty.
I'm going to create some poison vials while we're taking the rest.
What's so funny?
Here we. Oh, it was just funny.
Sharpen my arrows.
Funny situation. Are we successful in that long rest, or is it gonna? Is there any interruptions, or?
Hold on. Hmm. Hmm.
Why do I not like that?
Well, actually, as you are trying to rest, you can hear a bit of a ruckus from outside of the cells. And a number of non-guard like people walk in
making their way to us?
Kind of seems like they're addressing the general populace of the entire jail, not just specifically you.
Okay.
And one of them is in a long black coat with a black hat. Almost looks like a wider brimmed fedora. And he seems quite hairless under there. No beard, no hair on his head or anything. With very sunken in features. And he starts to kind of finger the bars, just gliding them back and forth over them as he walks through, and says, "How long have you been in here?"
Not even.
A couple of the other random people are like, "Well, I've been in about a week." I was like, "A day."
Yeah, haven't
3
even spent
days.
the night.
As he
Barely joined the club.
barely joined the club.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, we've been here. What time is it? About 25 minutes.
I would say that this is about like 3 hours into your rest.
So just a little while there.
And he says, "No, not in here. Here. In this world. How long have you been in your lives?"
Asking people's ages? It's a weird way to ask them.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, like just a confusing way to say it.
Yes, your ages. How long?
I lost count after 160.
160. I'm sure those years were full of pain. Yes?
Not really.
No? No sadness, no heartache.
Not since I came here.
Well. So you wouldn't wish for an escape then?
Escape?
As an escape from this world.
You talking about dying?
No, no. Not dying. Just the experience of someone else's.
I'm not sure I follow. What's he talking about?
Trying to sell us like drugs or something?
That's what I was thinking.
I'm thinking he's pitching the side story.
He's pitching the drugs.
He pulls out one of those needle guns.
It is drugs.
And that shining black thread.
It's the friend.
Sorry, I'm straight edge. I don't really deal with that stuff.
Well, I have no intention of forcing anyone. I just wanted to see if anyone could use an escape.
They could use an escape out of the cell.
While your physical body may stay here, your mind will definitely be free.
That's not really gonna do us a lot of good.
Yeah, we kind of need our mind to be on the task at hand.
You see a couple people in the other cells are like, I'll take one. And you could see that the one that says it actually has some holes in his temple. Like he might have already used it before.
Yeah.
Nadis just like rolls over onto his back as best he can with the space in here, and like just goes back to sleep.
Well,
Well,
yeah, who are you, stranger?
you can call me stranger if you like.
Perhaps a phantom stranger?
If you like.
I don't know. I think someone might sue us over that. Phantom stranger's a DC superhero.
Ah. I did not know
I'm
that.
gonna call you Ed. That's what you look like.
You
can be
look like
Mr.
a
Ed.
dead.
He gives you a little smirk. But continues and does his business with the inmates that actually want something.
Yeah.
And he turns around before he leaves and says, "Are you sure you wouldn't want any? It's paid for."
No. No, I think we're good over here.
And he just kind of holds up the vial and says, "Are you sure?"
Very much so.
Well, then he pockets it and says, "I hope you feel no pain then."
Ominous.
And then he leaves.
So rather than speaking out of character, Nadis is like having a little dream, and because Vitari's got the speak with animals, you could swear that Nadis goes. "Caw-caw."
No way.
He, he he makes a funny noise while he's sleeping, like having a dream, but it sounds like.
Okay. Okay.
Why are you making bird sounds?
Because you'll have to insight.
Yeah, would you like to insight?
Eh?
I can't think of a reason why you'd have advantage, so I don't think you know.
I guess I don't know.
Do you not know? No. So I was just trying to flavorly tell you that, you know, like, because if we need to get a message to the king, we can summon the doctor, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
I also
But she doesn't
after a
get that
long
though.
rest.
So
Yeah.
After a long rest, I can do something about it.
Okay.
also, would anybody like to try to insight on Ed or anything?
I'll give it a
Yeah.
shot.
I'll also
See if
do
this
that.
man really is as sinister as he
Yeah.
seems.
Natural 20.
Nice, Joey.
Tell
nice.
me what he's like.
He seems very sincere, actually. At first glance, yes, he does seem as sinister as you would expect him to, and obviously he is pushing drugs. But why is he wishing no pain and an escape, a mental escape?
Yeah.
Those are the things that really stick out to you.
Seems like we've got a religion forming.
Or is the prison gonna blow up?
One did blow up earlier, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that when he was offering the drug, because I've got it in my head that Dominicus saw someone shoot up with that stuff, which made them explode. But I could be piecing things together that don't exist.
I mean, he did see someone gain strange powers after using that. Yes. But he doesn't really know if that's the reason he exploded. So yeah,
I think we have to break out of here, guys. Like, I don't think court's gonna do us any favors. Yeah.
I want the long rest is all I want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
If that
literally
means
can't do anything right now.
if that means blowing up, though.
I mean, I just don't know when else would be a good time.
I mean, we could use what little strength we have currently, which for me would be the majority of my strength because I get everything back on a short rest, to break out and then have a long rest in the sewers after we don't blow up.
Well, yeah, that's possible. So, all right. When from that inside is that I feel like something bad is gonna happen.
you do have a strange, bad feeling, yes.
All right then.
Like maybe you just... Like this shiver goes down your spine, like maybe you just actually will not make it to your court date.
Okay, then. Yeah, all right. That feeling be good. So you know, what, guys, let's. I think y'all are right. The sewers is probably a better place to just hide out. So, I wake up Natus. Like, come on, boy, come on. All right, we gotta break through some stuff.
Yeah,
And-
just break things.
And Natus, I need you to make a perception check as you wake up. Man, the place smells sour and it's hurting your head.
I
But
say,
you don't really know what it is.
yeah, it's like smell funny. Not prism breath.
Kool-Aid. K. Kool-Aid.
Uh, and just try to break. Should we break through the bars or the wall behind us?
Both?
Mind you, we should probably, whatever we do, we should probably avoid making sparks because sour smell plus headache tells me gas.
Yeah, then maybe avoid the metal bars. So, through the wall then. Tell Natus. The wall. Let's take it down.
Okay.
I mean, alternatively, I could giant form and try to bend the bars.
Yeah, well, I'd say maybe you could do that to get the other guys to our side so they can crawl through. Or you be on that side so y'all could do that to get you over here so we can go through the same wall.
Prisma
Seems
can actually
sensible.
fit through the bars, too, if you just want to try that route. Many ways of doing this.
Ooh, hang on. We have Okrith with us, don't we?
Yes.
And Okrith would be in my cell.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
we can have Okrith mold the bars.
Yeah, it's...
Why didn't we think of that earlier?
It'd probably
Well,
take a
now
little
we're
while,
gonna
but I
escape.
could definitely do that.
Well, at least he could weaken them a bit there.
Yeah, I was thinking with him weakening the bars at like the bottom and then me bending them from the middle, we could pop them out really easily.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll let y'all start that. And then once y'all just about to pop it, Natus will go through the wall.
Yeah. How big are these cells?
Probably about 15 feet long and maybe, I don't know, 7 feet wide.
So no charge then. Okay, so like Natus will just like go around and like just like gently tap the wall with his horn and is like he's just like
It's grappled.
pull a brick out. No, I like just like basically working out where he's gonna charge.
I mean, also worth noting, once we have the bars out of the way in our cell and out of the way in your cell, you could have the entire length of both our cells and the hallways run up.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
So yes, Cornelius is going to attempt to bend those bars in giant form.
All right. And Okrith will be holding on to the bottom of them, barehanded. He's like, don't step on me, man.
Yeah, gonna be extra careful not to step on Okrith. Poor Okrith's
Yeah.
already having a bad time.
Give you guidance.
Well,
Got trampled by a rhino.
he was more worried about you, but
I mean, I figure we'd both be hurt. I would get hurt from stepping on the mold, and he would get hurt from having a giant rabbit step on him.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that they're both more concerned about hurting the other.
But yeah, in giant form, I have advantage on strength checks. So, oh, that was a strength save. Whoopsie doo.
Is it the same
Check, so.
proficiency?
Well, yeah, I have proficiency in strength.
Then it doesn't really matter.
Oh,
Because
awesome.
it'd be the same numbers, right? D20 plus 5?
Well, I think so. I didn't know proficiency would add to strength checks too.
Well, if you have... if you're proficient in athletics, then yeah.
Oh, and I am in fact proficient in athletics, so yes, it would be the same roll.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no worries.
Awesome.
But yeah, he's holding it in there and kind of loosely puddling the blood from his fingertips in the cracks around the bars and stuff, and you can see that the metal is very slowly kind of fuzzing over and rusting. But that actually, after waiting a couple minutes, gives you advantage on this too.
Oh, awesome.
So yeah, with you two working together, you get that thing open no problem. And with minor sound.
Awesome.
High five. No, I'm just kidding. So, yes, creeping over to the other cell, I shall attempt to repeat the task. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
This one seems to be a little bit, have a little bit less wear on it, as the stone and concrete that the bars are actually into don't have as much of a crack for the blood to kind of seep into. So he's kind of having to work from the middle instead of the end, and it was a little bit easier doing it from the end, it seems. So that one is slowly moving, but not done.
They also took our stuff, right?
Yes. Your equipment
Do
is in
we-
another room in the jail.
And I would ask Prisma while this is happening. You could sneak in and find where our stuff is, and maybe try to open a way for us to just run in and grab that. Prisma.
Prisma.
I'm sorry, what? Sorry, I got distracted. What?
Do you think you could sneak on through, find where our equipment is, and maybe find a way to open a way to that so we can run in and grab that?
Sure.
Be sneaky.
I'll go invisible.
Alrighty.
All
So
right.
yeah, I'll do that.
So Prisma, going invisible, flying through the bars, goes on up to the door. But whenever she tries to open it, it's locked.
You can't open it.
Well, we don't know that you can't open it. You just know that it's locked. You know?
How can I open a door that's locked?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Sensible money would be to check where the latch is. Might be on this side of the door.
What do you have in your arsenal that is not equipment?
Yeah, because they just took our weapons and armor. They left us with everything else.
I got a flower petal. I got some beard hair. I got a gas mask. I got a princess gown.
You also have spells, don't you?
Yeah, what about it?
Nothing, I guess.
Do you by any chance have knock?
Knock?
I doubt she has knock.
Oh, no. I've got Druidcraft, Dancing Lights, Candy Blast, Goodberry, Entangle, Absorb Elements, Cordon of Arrows, and Spike Growth.
So, do we still have our masks?
Your
I
masks?
mean, we do, but they're not going to help us very well if we get blown up.
Yeah, but like Nadis was getting a headache, so I would like a mask on if you don't mind, Joey.
I guess, yeah, if we have them, he was complaining about that. I put it on him. Come on, use your magic.
What
See-
magic?
There are lots of magic.
You
Yeah.
said your spell's too fast for me to help. I think I heard spike growth. I think
Yeah.
that's the last one.
I got
Entangle might be useful.
Druidcraft, Dancing Lights, Candy Blast, Goodberry, Entangle, Absorb Elements, Cordon of Arrows, and Spike Growth.
There was something that I remember you saying whenever you first made Prisma that hasn't really come up at all. So I'm gonna be nice and give me a survival check. Not
This is like life or death. Use some inspiration.
it's not something that
use-
you're finding inside of here.
I'll use an inspiration in case I fail. Which I don't.
Don't.
All right, so you remember a while back out in the wilderness, you were looking for seeds. An aspect of your character that you have never capitalized on, and that you said that you really wanted to do something with, and then just never did it again.
Are you
Wait.
gonna grow a tree in the lock?
Druidcraft would work.
I mean, I have lantern flower seeds.
Yes, yes, you do. But this is a different type of seed. These are rock shroom seeds. Which, funny enough, are not actually mushrooms.
I mean, I remember I wanted to use the druidcraft to help make plants grow, yeah. But I
So,
thought that was just for the lantern seeds. I didn't know we had talked about other seeds.
No, we didn't talk about other seeds. I said I would allow you to have a couple of
Oh,
seeds to start with, and you can find more throughout the game if you decide to check for them.
oh.
And now I'm
These are
throwing
rock
you a
seeds?
bone so that you don't feel useless.
I'm not used
No, you're not, because you found these seeds a while back.
They're what kind of seeds?
They're rock shroom seeds,
Rock shroom seeds. Okay.
which,
Also,
as I
since
said
you're-
before, are not actually mushrooms.
And
This is-
wolves.
Since
So
you're in
how
a
do they
good
work?
mood, since you're in a good mood and you're helping us, did we get any inspiration for our recap?
Yeah, anybody who helped out got their inspiration.
So, Natus and Vitari.
And I'm always in a good mood.
You know what's funny
For
is
the
that
most part.
I actually had the recap pre-written, but I was late.
The word here.
And you know that whenever rock shrooms sprout, they grow like a plant, but they are as hard as a rock. And they're not really useful for anything, you know, as a plant. I guess you could carve them as if they were stone, but that's about it.
Or, say, hypothetically, put one inside a confined space and let it grow to the shape of that space.
Perhaps. And yes, you do know that whenever a rock shroom grows, it seems almost supernaturally strong, and it will not be stopped.
It'll just break the lock off.
Well, there is no latch on that side of the lock. However, there is a small space underneath the door.
Ooh.
Even better.
Well then, Prisma will set some seeds under there. And
All right. And as you make this seed blossom, I would say, and anybody who might be reading that and says, "Oh, it doesn't work that way," I don't care. This is how I interpret it. That it can just make a flower grow from a seed. It
say seed pod open.
juts up immediately and just begins to push the metal door up and dent it outward. But it is completely affixed to the floor.
So, what did it do?
I'm sorry?
I'm kidding. So, what do I do now?
What's the plan? What do I do?
Well, there is enough room for you to squeeze beside it through the hole that it pushed up and dented the metal door. It didn't knock it out of its frame. It didn't create, like, an explosion or anything which bursted the door. It just pushed it up like a hydraulic press.
So now you can slip under it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go find her equipment then. Maybe try and find a key out of here.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Good thing this isn't a horror movie.
Isn't it?
And Akrith is like, could she be doing that the whole time?
Yeah, awkward. Probably.
One is forced to assume so.
It's the first time we've been locked up, so...
Alright, that's your one and only freebie seed. If you want any more, you gotta go look for them yourself.
Yay, thank you.
I have been waiting, like, every session for you to see if you would ask to go look for seeds, though, because of that, what you were talking about whenever you were first making Prisma.
Well, now I know. And now I remember. It's gonna be a thing.
Sure it will.
Yeah. We'll hold you to it.
Anyway. Yeah, as Akrith and Cornelius are working on those bars, you see a couple of guards at the end of the hall just kind of sitting. And they're playing a card game. But you're invisible, yes?
Yeah.
And as you kind of fly by them, one of them goes, "Ah, dude."
I still stink, even though I clean. I'm gonna have to shower with soap, but so long after this. It's soap and sugar.
But yeah, you kind of go on by them. And you can see a room off to the side with a number of weapons and items and all that jazz.
Yeah, so not just get our equipment back, we could perform a heist and get everything in there.
If she could carry it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are you going for first?
Let's see. I found the equipment.
You found a room with equipment in it.
Well, I'm gonna have a look inside and see if it's ours.
You can find a number of things. This looks like kind of like an evidence locker, in a way. Things are tagged and bagged.
Anything of value?
People's names are written on it. And you're looking for something of value. Well, give me an investigation. Hmm. Well, you're able to find... Let's see. You're able to find Vitari's shield.
Well,
Hmm.
And boy, does that thing look heavy.
Well, not gonna be able to carry that.
I think you'd be able to just... I think you'd be able to. It would just probably slow you down a little bit. And it wouldn't be the most easy thing to conceal.
Yeah, imagine just looking and seeing a floating shield.
Mind you, we have a bag of holding, yes?
I don't think you do.
I don't think we do, no.
so.
I thought we were given one as issuing for the military, but I guess we don't.
Hey!
Well, that throws that plan
Right.
out.
I could have sworn he's right. I could have sworn one of us did receive a bag of holding.
I don't think you got a bag of
down?
holding.
Yeah, I thought it was the bag and the healing bottle, but I guess it was just the healing bottle.
Yeah, I think it was just the flask that we got.
I said you could take the mystery box. Or the flask, and you took the flask.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Who
flask
takes
was
the
very
mystery
useful.
box?
People
Yeah,
who
we
have a
have
sense of
sense of
whimsy.
I was gonna say, people who have natural curiosity.
People who have a sense of whimsy.
Without that flask, that would have been game over ages ago.
I think so. Especially with all the times you came in clutch with it. Saved Nene's life a lot. But okay, so I can't carry the shield. How about I try and look for a key to get them out of the cell?
Alright, give me an investigation.
What?
The key, with your pranky Prisma eyes, is easy to find because for some reason keys always lead to mischief. And it's like you have a sixth sense for mischief.
Hee hee hee.
So you're able to find the key. Well, a key ring, I would say.
Key ring make noise.
Key ring do in fact make noise.
How many keys are on it?
There are 6 keys on it.
How big are they? Compared
Uh,
to me.
Shorter than you. Maybe about a third your size.
So, is it possible I can gather them all in my arms to keep them from jingle jangling as I fly?
Yes, you could.
Then that's what I do. And using the shadows, I will make my way back to the cells. Do I need to do a stealth?
Does your invisibility make things you're carrying invisible?
That's what I
I
was
don't think
wondering.
so. I don't think so. Let me see. Do I
think
even
only
have?
if it's like on her body when she goes invisible.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing is what's on me when I go invisible.
Anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it says.
So, oh, never mind.
So even if you pick something up, it would be invisible too.
Oh, cool. So I could have picked up the shield. It just
Yeah.
would have, like you said, slowed me down. But
And you just
Keys,
wouldn't have
so-
been able to get it
Yeah.
under the door either.
yeah, that's true. So keys are easier to get under the door.
Keys are
So,
no
yeah.
problem to get under the door.
So yeah, I slide back under with the keys, and I drop them inside the cell. so they are no longer invisible.
And keys just appear.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll do that.
And I would like another athletics from Cornelius. If it's possible.
Cornelius? Oh, there he is. Natural 20, wow!
Oh, damn.
Yeah, got lucky.
The keys appear out of nowhere and hit the ground and jangle, and you go, ah! And it just goes,
Oh, all
and you
right.
just bend those things like nothing.
Okay. Did you get that door open? And do you know where our stuff is at?
I found your shield. Couldn't really find much of anything else. There's a bunch of random stuff in there. I think it might be a bunch of other people's stuff.
There's a bunch of name tags, and I just couldn't concentrate on them.
You go.
Yeah, it was
Well,
too much
there-
reading.
There's too much reading. They had like our names or something on them. Okay. How many guards are out there?
There was just 2, right?
There's 2 playing a game of cards, and 1 at the counter at like the to what's it called, to when people come in, to greet people and take their problems.
A receptionist?
Well, he's not a receptionist. He is a guard, but he is basically on reception duty.
Yeah.
He's got the bitch job.
Yeah.
So,
Everybody rotates in the bitch job, though.
okay. So, firstly,
Hey,
we need to get one of these keys and unlock that door. So we can get through there. Secondly, it'd be probably good for you to go and find at least your stuff that you can carry on your body.
Yeah, I'm still invisible, so I
It should
can
probably
get it.
have your name on it, so it shouldn't be too hard.
okay.
Give one of the guards an extra card.
And it's the only things colored like candy.
they should stick out like a sore thumb.
Okay. I'll go do that.
Alright. As soon as she unlocks, I think we're gonna make noise anyway. Maybe it's good for us to just get in there, knock those guys out, get our stuff, and get out of here.
I can try and make a distraction, maybe, so you can sneak out.
I just kind of look at.
Yeah, Nada sneezes
it
when he
is,
says
like-
sneak. Yeah.
I don't think that's going to work. So, distraction, yes, but we're just gonna use that to ambush them.
Okay.
And I go get my stuff. Or I'm gonna try and find my stuff. So I fly back to the evidence room, and I'm like,
If I want my candy dagger and my bow, where would I hide?
Okay, this one will be a perception, because you're looking for Candy Bright instead of investigating things. All
it
right,
matches my natural perception.
you are able to find your stuff with relative ease. But because you actually had a goal in mind this time, you don't really notice anything else around.
Is any of the stuff next to mine belong to anyone?
Belongs to random people. But since they're, they're just kind of, they're not what you're looking for, you pay them no mind. If you want to see what anybody else has, somebody else has got to go in there.
Well, I've used up all my tries. Sorry, guys.
Well,
Okay.
workshop.
So now Prisma's like, what can I do to create a distraction?
I hope Prisma unlocks his door for us on that side.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to unlock the door.
Well, you don't remember that yet.
Yeah, that or if we hear something happening, we're just gonna have to try to break through the door.
Oh wait, they have the keys. Why would I unlock the door?
Because there's no keyhole on that side.
Oh.
So she's like, gotcha! And then leaves the keys and goes to get her stuff.
You're just like holding the keys, like she knows she needs these, right?
Oops.
And they just let's just get ready to just bust down this door, all right?
They just here break stuff all the time.
Right.
Do they have any pots or pans in like a kitchen area or something? Like maybe a coffee area?
Are you saying you want to break their copier?
Coffee area!
Coffee area. No, there's no mess hall
If
in
you're
the
invisible
guardhouse.
and you pick up stuff that goes invisible, you should make one of them cheat at cards.
It's funny you should mention that because Kokuzo was just suggesting the same thing.
High five, Kokuzo!
You
Nice.
know what? I think I will since I'm such a prankster. I'm gonna peek over their shoulders and see what their hands are.
Well, it looks like the one that was like, oh, dude, not cool with the smell. He's got 2 skeletons that have a melee and a ranged attacks, and a couple of spell cards, but only one. But he has no magic users yet. And the other one has a couple of guardsmen. Seems like he likes the theme. And
Guards.
a couple of archers, but that's about it. No spells on his side yet.
So, let's see.
And they each have their own decks, by the way.
They both have their own decks.
Yeah. This is a deck building trading card game that they're playing.
I'm going to sneak to one of their decks, and I'm gonna take one off the top.
Alright, I'll need a sleight of hand. Oh, you get that thing. And it just goes invisible before it can be seen.
Okay. And I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna. Well, first I'm gonna look at the card. What kind of card is it?
It's invisible.
I can't even see what I'm holding.
You know, the rules of invisibility are weird in the real world, so I'm just gonna say that yes, you can see the stuff that you're holding.
I have to say that would be so weird and such an out of body experience.
I wouldn't have argued it. I would be like, oh yeah, of course it is.
You have a guard magus.
Guard Magus.
Or I guess
So I
I should
guess
have asked which one you take it from.
I was about to say, I guess I took it from the one who has the guard deck.
Well, yeah, I was kind of going with that's the last one you were looking at, so that's...
I'll take that, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna wait until. Let's see. Hang on a second. I'm trying to think of a way to like get them both to look away from the card deck from the game for a second. Let's see. Hang on.
I mean, do you even really need to?
Well, I want to. Well, I'm trying to figure out how I can place this card without like just having it appear out of nowhere.
Burp in their
You-
face.
What?
You could always put it on top of the other guy's deck, and then it'll look
I
like
was
he
gonna-
stole a card.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to suggest putting it up the owner's sleeve.
Ooh, that's even better. But I don't know how it would like get it to fall out, unless. Well, does he have long sleeves?
All of the guards,
He'd feel it.
all of the guard uniforms come with long sleeves.
He'd feel it tucked up in there. Now I'll just slip it on top of his deck, on the other guy's deck.
That also works.
So yeah, I'll just slip it on top.
All right. And then as his draw phase comes, he's like, yes! He's like, mage! And then he uses his energy to summon the mage, and then begins casting the spells. He's like, ha! Take it, loser, take it. He's like, hey, you're using a necromancer deck. What are you doing with a guard? He's like, and he kind of looks down, and he's like, oh, I don't know. I just saw a mage and used it. Wait, is that my card? Dude, what are you doing with my card? I don't know, man. But it just got here somehow. Give it back. This is why I don't want to play with you, Tim.
While they're yelling, I want to slip out another card from the bottom of the other guy's deck and put it in the other guy's deck.
All right.
Nadis does a few false charges because he thinks it's time, and then Vatara's to pull him back. Not yet. Brave stuff.
Yeah, they'll listen.
And you guys remember that whenever Tim was taken over by Moreau, he said, "This guy's cheats at cards, man."
Yeah.
This is why I don't play with you, Tim.
Yeah, specifically poker. I did not expect them to be playing
Yeah, playing the trading card game.
some other card game.
Gathering almost.
It's like, alright. It seems like they're sufficiently in arguments with each other. And then I try the door to see if it opens.
It still does not open.
Yeah.
Right. I have the keys. I don't know why I assumed.
Yeah, it's
I was
like
maybe
you're
there's
just
another
so
set.
baffled by the set of things happening. You like jiggle the handle and then look at the keys in your hand and just kind
I
of
just
bang them against your forehead a little bit.
okay. Alright, Natus.
I mean, before we resort to violencing the door, maybe we slip the keys under the door and see if Prisma notices.
I love me.
Maybe
I
I'll
love
put
me.
it- I'll do that. Like, alright, I'll take your advice. I lit that and I put them a little bit up there and stick them through. Come on, Prisma.
Do I notice?
I don't know. What's your passive perception?
16.
I think you'd probably notice, yeah.
Every time Nadis is heard, all right, Nadis, It's like his eyes go like a cheeky thing, and then
Sorry,
everyone's like, "Just hang on a minute," and he's like, "Ugh."
Sorry for all these false starts, Natus.
Poor Natus, he's being teased.
Yeah,
He thinks it's punishment for his behavior.
you're good.
well, Prisma will pick up the keys and silently unlock the door while they're arguing.
So, as I finally hear that, the clicking of the lock, right?
Yes. And you also hear some loud yelling about, "What are you doing with my bone widow?"
Alright, that's alright, guys. Knock him out. I'll tell Natus. Break through. If you see some of the guys, hit them with the side of your horn, not the front of it. Alright?
Why?
We don't want to kill them. We just want them out of the
Now
way.
who's the murder hobo?
I just don't understand, Prisma. Okay,
Alright?
if Batari says so.
It's alright. Alright, now take your charge.
Charge!
Now
He said he heard charge.
As
open
soon
that
as
door.
he says it, I'm off.
Like opening the door as quickly as I can so you can go after the guy.
Alright, so you just go boom, and that door just opens real fast.
And Prisma's barely able to get out of the way because she's still behind the door.
Well, you know.
You almost sent her like flying like a catapult.
And the guys who were playing the card game and yelling at each other both look over at the same time and go "Bow!" as they just fly around.
And the cards are all flying away. Cards everywhere.
And the guy at the reception desk is just kind of like, whoa, 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 as he kind of backs up onto one of the filing cabinets. As if he was, like, afraid of a mouse or something.
Yeah.
Cornelius is going to get a running start and deliver a double-footed kick to his chest.
Drop kick.
Would that be athletics or attack roll?
It would technically be an attack roll. And since you're doing an unarmed, it would be 1 plus your strength modifier in damage.
Oh boy, my strength modifier is 2.
Since you're
Oh, wait, he's a
larger,
guy, not a city.
I'd probably also go ahead and like double that for this specific kind of instance. Since he wasn't
I'm
ready.
doing non-lethal. And since I'm throwing my full weight into this. Would I be attacking with advantage?
I think you probably would be attacking with advantage. Well, he
So, do I succeed?
actually ducks it, and you dent in the non-stone part of the wall and just break it in. And he's like, Jesus!
Dynamic entry.
I'm like, Aladdin, take him out.
Gently.
Gently, yes.
All right.
Well, he doesn't have his weapon, so I assume it'll be gently.
Well, this is something that he is good at. Psht, psht, psht. And he gives him a... Actually, he didn't even need the second one. He just kind of leans into a run and pops him in the chin, and he just falls unconscious.
Super glad we hired that guy.
And then moves over to the next one and pop, chin, unconscious. But yeah, of the three, one of them is still technically up.
With
And-
a rhino charging him.
Yeah, with a rhino charging him. So you want to like shoulder check him or something?
So apparently I can use my horn to do piercing, bludgeoning, or slashing, so I could just bludgeon him.
Well, it's not technically your horn. The bludgeoning part was like, yeah, you kicking someone or like
All right,
tackling
yeah.
them.
Yeah, so maybe because I'm so excited about charging, I'm like slipping all over the floor and I'm not as neat and tidy as I want to be, and I'm just like basically like going to slip and like just fly into him.
You slip and accidentally booty bump him.
Yeah.
Booty bump.
Is
Alright.
that still a gore attack or?
Yeah, you'd still use the same thing. It would just change the... Alright, that hits. And he gets knocked into the wall, and he is out cold.
All right. Good. Prisma, where's our stuff? And where are you?
You can
Oh,
smell
wait, I
her. You
smell. I was like, I smell you. I got it.
Well, I'm paid, damn it!
Brush your teeth.
where's the room?
It's over here.
Alright. Just follow the scent.
Come out of invisibility.
Go get our stuff.
all right? Well, you all can make your perception checks depending on what your passive is. You might not need to.
Passive is 16.
I feel like I get a little bit more liberty with Prisma. Because she's so flighty.
I am flighty.
Sap.
But that's why everybody loves me.
Mine's 16, so it's lower.
I'm one over my passive of 13, so
All right. Well, you're all able to find, or you two are able to find your stuff, except for Dominicus.
Yep.
Dominicus, however, is not able to find his stuff.
What?
Wow.
My stuff. Oh, he's here. I was gonna. My stuff's not here, guys. My.
That's clear. Good. Okay.
He's absolutely perplexed and asks for help.
We gotta look like our names
Let
are
me
on the
gather my
stuff.
beans.
I labeled them. Where's the D's?
Well, the D's are in the D's. They're in alphabetical order, but for some reason it seems like somebody put the D-O-M after the D-O-N. Can't believe it. So yeah. You guys help him find his stuff.
Thank you.
And does anyone want to look at the other stuff?
I guess a
might as well have a peek.
quick glance around, yeah. Is that just another perception or investigation?
It'd be investigation for this one.
Can Nadis look for something? I've got something in mind that I want to find.
I don't really know if it would be there, but yeah, go ahead. Alright, so Natus, I don't know what you're looking for.
Something shiny.
Something shiny. Well, there's not very many things that really catch your eye. There are some shiny things, but once you take a sniff of them, they're like, not food.
Yeah.
Not shiny enough.
I'll keep looking. Somewhere else, I mean.
Vitari, you also don't really turn up anything. Now that you've got your stuff, you're good, you know?
Alrighty.
Can I get Dominicus to roll, Tanner?
Yeah.
And Dominicus, you are also able to find something, but let's see here. So, Dominicus, you are actually able to find a strange-looking bag. But
Okay.
it doesn't seem to be labeled with what it is.
Well, I don't think he liked that.
No. I got it. Yeah.
He says, "Woof."
He was upset that you didn't tell him what it was.
Well, I'm just saying that he would probably have to investigate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Perhaps with an arcana.
Stop me arguing with you, Saddam.
And Cornelius. Oh my god. Do I want to do this? I rolled for it. Do I want to do it?
Yes, we do. I
It
think.
sounds funny.
Okay. Dainichi, what Cornelius finds, and oh god, I don't know if I want to do this.
Oh.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
You find a strange flask with a, it's a clear potion flask, and it has a band around it built into the glass. And the band shines in changing colors that kind of cycle through the colors slowly. It's got a hinged lid that creates an airtight seal.
Oh.
Wonder what this is.
I suspect I know what this is.
And you're,
In
Oh?
which case, mayonnaise toast.
you'd be wrong
Which
about
case,
that.
I thought it was the alchemist jar.
It's something a little bit more, I don't know if I want to do this-y.
A flask of many things. Is
Well, I
Oh.
promise to use it responsibly.
Yeah, you find the tag and it says the flask of free refills.
Oh!
Boy.
The flask of free refills!
I was like, alright guys, come on.
No, leave that there.
Get some bad vibes from that thing.
But we had so much
Do I
fun
have
with
the bag
last
still?
game. Because it was
Yeah.
just funny. Latte would just randomly be like, I just want to take a hit of the flask.
You don't know what kind of bag it is, but you've still got it.
Yep.
Is it a bag of holding?
You don't know.
We'll have to
You'll have to
Maybe
investigate
Moldy
it.
For all we know.
Yeah.
I'm
Can I take
assuming
a
these
twig?
free refills. I will actually arcana check the property.
Maybe you should get Onyx to try it first. He's the potion tester.
He is the one who tests stuff like that.
Well, Cornelius, if he makes this arcana, he may have heard about the flask of free refills.
You might know the lure.
Oh man, you've heard tales of a strangely named flask that seems to never really run out of potions. However, it has random effects every single time you drink it.
Sounds cool.
There you go. I cannot believe that that came up again.
Connor asked me about that last week as well.
You jinxed it.
Randomly roll for it.
Yeah, we were talking about this
Yeah.
like the other day.
You guys jinxed it.
What do you mean?
I love this flask.
Running back.
That's really good.
I mean, in certain cases, you know.
Sometimes it
My
could be.
last character always refused to do it, but you guys could just totally like force feed neighbors this anytime you want.
Alright, guys, well, we found some stuff, but we gotta go, guys.
Yeah.
On the clock.
This is loot.
We're looting.
Somebody's going to be missing this.
The name on the side, on the tag, actually says Evan Grimsley.
Oh.
Hey, is he in the jail? We should recruit that guy.
No, he's not in the jail.
Here's just evidence the item. Well, let's go. Let's also drag these guys. Let's check the front door. Is there any guards still, like, right outside, or?
There are a couple that are stationed there, just kind of, doing their thing. Just waiting for somebody to come by and ask them for help, or, watching the street.
Alright, then I'll tell everybody to get your stuff. We're gonna knock some other guards out, and then we're gonna make our way to that hole to the sewer to get Natus through.
Okay, Natus will like look to Aladdin, who knocked 2 people out, and then he's gonna rush to be the first to knock somebody out.
Like, not this time. Alright.
Gotta get those numbers up.
Natus always was enthusiastic about violence.
Hey, yeah. Let's...
All right. Even with the advantage of them not knowing you're coming, you kind of hit the door frame, and it just kind of like knocks you off balance slightly, and you run right between both of them.
Yeah, cool. Are you on the back, Batari?
I think... I don't know how high this was, so I probably was kind of just letting you bust through there.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just keep going. Woohoo!
Freedom!
And as Aladdin walks by, he just... Oh, really? Oh, wait. No, he wouldn't have advantage on that one. There you go. Not enough. He knocks one of them out.
Cornelius will use the pommel of his sword to assist.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh, ignore that giant weapon. I didn't think I'm giant anymore. I imagine it's taken us more than a minute to get through the first room.
Yeah, it took you a little while.
So yeah, just the 4d3 blunt, the 4 plus 3 blunt.
All right, that one is still awake. But I don't think he's got really much of a chance of staying that way.
Yeah, what would you like to do, Tanner? The hand axe has been pretty effective. That was such a great shot. I remember with the bomb, and I just lobbed it, and it kept like
Yeah.
smacking it by the top of the head. That was brilliant.
Was genius.
That was great.
Is that? Yeah, Tanner will use a hand axe.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. Blah.
Yeah.
Are we banking all these nat 20s?
All right, he was knocked out as the hand axe flies and just hits him in the head
Well, pick him
with
up.
the back of
and-
it, of course. I'm assuming you're not
Yes.
wanting to kill him.
No, yeah. So like he's getting really good at that because I'm sure he knocked the other guy out with them as well.
You know, I'm always skeptical of when someone throws an axe and it non-lethally lands and hits them, like
Yeah.
in movies. I'm always skeptical of that. I'm like, there's no way that axe did not embed into your skull.
Well, like he would have like put the blade the other way, so it would have been impossible to hit him with the blade.
Like when Nightwolf hits Liu Kang in the face with a tomahawk in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah.
So you got those knocked out. Natus is just running.
Yeah. It's like he's not like running in a straight line. He's like going round in circles and stuff. He's just like stretching his legs.
It's alright, Natus. Come on, boy.
You gonna use your whistle?
Give a little
Yeah.
whistle.
Grab the whistle.
Give a little
Blow
whistle. And always let your natives be your guide.
Blow the whistle. Now, come on, Natus.
Are you gonna roll a d20 for me, please?
A D20.
I'm behaving though, Wheat, so it doesn't matter. I just wanted to put that to my proficiency.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'll go and get Retaria while Dominicus picks up his hand axe and kisses the one that struck.
Alright, guys. And try to go less crowded ways. Is it technically middle of the night? Not real lively right now.
Well, only 3 hours. You've only been in there for like 3.5 hours, maybe, before getting out of there.
Ready?
So, it is, however, drawing closer to the time that was stated that there would be an explosion. So,
We're pretty confident that we've dealt with that, though, yeah?
Well,
I don't know, are
pretty
you?
confident. I mean,
are you
Now I'm
confident?
not. Now I'm not.
I'm pretty confident, so we'll do our best to sneak around the alleys and stuff, make our way to that hole into the sewer. Quick enough for Natus.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna need a group stealth then.
Hey boy.
There, I'll get Okriths out of the way. Yeah, Okrith does some stealth.
I'll guidance myself.
That's a pretty good 10.
With that, yeah, it's a 13.
Did he guidance himself? Dominicus?
Yes.
I don't know if that matters.
And there's a stealth for Aladdin.
Natus is like, what stealth?
Just be as light on your toes as you can be, bud.
Okay, still need a Prisma.
And for me, I'm going to spend my last inspiration in order to get advantage on this roll.
Oh, we're doing stealth?
Yeah, group stealth.
Stealth.
Group stealth?
Oh wow! Of course, the one time I spend my inspiration on it.
I know, right?
No.
Difference between a 19 and an 18.
Well,
Well, guess what?
yeah, I don't think this works.
4 out of 7 succeeded. Therefore,
Oh,
you
nice.
succeed.
Nice.
Hey, I'm just lucky. Oh, riding Natus. He's a little more light on his toes than me for some reason.
Yeah, so he's on his tiptoes, but he's going so side to side that his bell's like.
Okay.
If one more person would have failed. So yeah, you're able to jump from shadow to shadow, alley to alley, walking by the lazies that are sleeping on the sidewalk. And you do notice that the giant drift globe that is basically the stand-in for the sun for the Hanging Gardens is dimming slightly, so it is getting darker, but it is not full-on nighttime yet.
Alright.
And as you are making your way to the hole that you had found that you can fit Natus down, you all squeeze in and get down there as you have so many times before. And you are now back in the familiar sewers, and you can no longer smell Prisma.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just find one of those maintenance places where lazies were kind of hiding out. Find one for ourselves.
Alright, well,
Please, from
you
that
know the
hole.
closest one from you, if you want to go to that one.
Go to that one.
There might
I
be
mean,
some people in
yeah.
there, but...
Yeah, well, we'll see.
So yeah, you go to that one?
Yes.
Alright, well. You make your way down the moist hallways with the pipes and everything. You head into the maintenance room with the lockers and chairs and everything. It's not a big room, it's not a comfy room, but it's got places to sit and a couple of snacks if you need them. But it also has those lazies that you met before.
Is it the same guys?
Yes, it is the same guys. A scratchy voiced teenager and the other dude in the back.
Ah. How are you guys doing tonight?
Man, things are going crazy.
Yeah, Shaggy, what's going on?
I don't remember if that was his name, but I'll take it.
I wrote his name. Oh god, it's
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember it.
It was like
Don't
Kenneth
ask
or
me.
something. I don't know.
his name is Colin.
Colin?
It's what you named him.
Okay.
Call it?
Okay, I
You
guess.
can call it.
I make up a lot of names on the spot, you know.
Alright, call it how you.
Pretty much if I don't introduce them, they don't have a name. And then somebody's like, oh, what's your name?
It's fun to do that.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what were we saying?
It's like, you said it was going crazy out there. What's going on?
Man, everybody's gotten all hopped up. Talking about storming the Gallant Mansion tonight or something.
Tonight?
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
They're doing that tonight?
Yeah, this dude just came in and everybody was, you know, doing their thing, and then he did this speech. And it was like they were almost mind controlled or something, man. I got out of there before I was affected by it.
You know, and it's good on you, Colin. You're a smart kid. You go far in this world, not hanging out with Steve over here.
Hey! What's wrong with me?
Have you moved from that spot since the last time we saw you?
I'm an inch over to the left.
Alright, exactly. Just, here's my point.
And I've gotten up and gone to pee. And I've taken a dump twice, alright?
Well, yeah, in that corner over there?
No, not in that corner. Thank you very much. We're in the sewer. I just dangled my butt off the side of a grate.
Of a grate, not even over there in the water.
Yeah, over the grate in the water.
This doesn't, like, make anything better.
You waffle stomp it?
I ain't got a waffle stomp it. It just goes bloop into the water.
Alright, okay. So you said they were going to storm the Gallant place tonight?
Yeah. There's gotta be at least 40 of them.
40.
Man, I've heard some stories about old Gatsby Gallant, but I don't know if he'd be able to take 40.
I don't believe any of these people are in control of themselves. Don't want him to have to take on these people.
Not to mention, I heard he's not even at his home.
Where, do you know where he's at?
Last time I saw him, he was at the construction site.
Okay then. Well,
Okay.
his wife will be at home, so we've got to go.
His wife? Yes. Yet.
I mean, I'm all on board with rescuing her.
Yeah. I gotta tell Colin. Colin, you need to go find Gallant and warn him if he is at the construction site. Alright?
Well, I can do that, sure.
Go on, okay. And do that, and we're gonna try to go see if we can't save his wife.
Need to
Oh,
pay
you
him.
kill his brother.
Alright. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, so
he would like payment, though.
Dominicus will give him
But-
3 gold, 5 silver.
Alright.
Oh, I'm on it, sirs.
That's enough, right? That's a good
I
payment.
think that's, yeah, I think
His
that's-
eyes
One
light up.
gold is a year's wages.
Yeah.
There you go. Tell Galen about all the trouble going on. His home is in trouble. And we're trying to rescue his wife. Alright, break.
Yeah. Right, yeah. So break. We need a short rest if possible.
Another short rest.
If possible, if not, fine. But also, I would like Cornelius to identify the bag as well.
Yes, yes, I should.
But I am going to go make a coffee and take a bathroom break.
All right, real life break then.
Yes.
Break time.
All right, I shall be right back then.
I shall continue to be right here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thanks, dude. Maybe we should all sip a bit of the flask as well. That would be a gamble.
It really would be, especially if Nate gets turned into a puppet.
Oh God!
I'm reading through these effects and wow, I love this flask. It is
Oh.
wild.
I was like so scared of it, a big snob against it as Robin, but like I said, I think Nadis would just lap up anything you put in front of him. So I'm gonna see if I can find it actually. Oh, it is. It's here. Man, so it might be worth like using my inspiration on it as well.
I particularly like the idea of split because I can turn into potentially 4 tiny copies of myself. Each one can use Giant's Might, which does not just up your size class, it specifically makes you larger.
Well, wow.
Yeah. This was definitely not designed with your rune knight in mind because there are several things I could do that would be hilarious.
Wow. That's incredible.
I mean, granted, I'd still deal 1/4 of the damage that I would deal normally per each one, but having 4 large-sized rabbits with all the strength that that entails might be handy for other scenarios.
4 grapples, you know? That's like game breaking.
Yeah, and it lasts until a long rest, so
Wow.
theoretically, as long as I don't take a long rest, it could last forever. I could have 4 of me indefinitely. And since as a fighter I get back my class resources on a short rest.
Oh, wow. Yeah, switch. Or split. Yeah. Oh, it's so scary. I'm gonna see what the others say. Because it is a big gamble, because if it was something mad like you described, like if I was turned into a puppet, what the fuck? Like, yeah.
Ooh, and then there's copy. Copy might be a problem too. 50% chance of evil natives.
Oh,
On the other hand, 50% chance we get another good natus.
yeah. What does evil Natus mean? That he fights us? Or...
Yeah, well, he'd be evil, and his primary objective is to kill and replace you.
Mm. That would be a problem. Oh my god. 36 speed. Your movement speed is doubled for an hour.
Yeah, on natives, that would be insane.
I want that so much.
Want what?
Even flying would be great. Flying speed equal to my walking speed for an hour.
Mind you, you could always end up with the stinking cloud effect instead.
I didn't read that one, I skipped over that.
Yeah, well, it's actually lower down. I decided to start from the bottom because that's where all the hilarious ones are. But yeah, Stinking Cloud is actually a great spell that a lot of people tend to overlook because it's a save related spell that doesn't do any direct damage, but it can nauseate to give disadvantage. It can flat out knock people out if they fail low enough. Yeah, Stinking Cloud is actually pretty nasty.
Yeah. If you fail, you have to use your action to retch and hurl.
In 5e, does it still knock people out, or is that only a 3rd edition thing?
I think that's still that's just a 3rd edition thing. Yeah, the Stinking Cloud in 5th edition just makes whoever fails spend its action. So and it's just like
Still really useful.
yeah.
Even if it won't completely incapacitate a group of low con enemies like it did in 3rd.
Would it be possible to use advantage on this?
On what?
On the flask of refills?
No, not really.
No.
Because it's just whenever you drink it, you roll to see what you get, yeah, but whatever it is was technically in the flask, before. So it's not like you drink it and then it turns into that. It was always that.
But just to clear it up for future, because I'll try and remember this conversation. But so yeah, I understand advantage, no, but maybe a reroll.
I would allow the reroll, yes.
Yeah. What do you think, Lynette, about all taking a sip of the flask of refills before this fight?
I don't know.
Prisma puppet might be funny.
Eh,
Or split prisma.
or what?
The split effect. It turns you into 4 tiny versions of yourself.
Oh my gosh! That'd be so
Plus
cool.
1d4. Yeah, I love that, especially because what's even better is as a rune knight, each one of those 4 copies, each one of the 1d4 copies would theoretically be able to use giant smite, allowing them to become large for 1 minute.
That sounds fun.
I mean, that wouldn't alter the fact that they deal 1/4 of normal damage, but it might be useful in out-of-combat situations.
Well, I'm gonna ask Joey what he thinks, and he's gonna give me permission to do it or not. But I would love 36 speed.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here, yeah. I was just saying, do you want to take a gamble and take a sip of the flask of free refills, or do you think it's too much of a risk?
You see,
I remember
this
last
is
game
why I
I
was
got
worried
a
about
wish.
it.
Hey, last game I got a wish.
I don't know. Last game, I switched bodies with the clown.
Oh yeah.
But imagine us, Joe, with movement speed doubled for an hour.
My brother's
So-
a low rider nerd. He wanted to go to class.
I
He's
was
awesome.
made young
I got his
again.
nerd.
So the question then becomes, how desperate are we?
Well, if it's all
Prisma will do it if someone else does.
I'm not gonna stop y'all from doing it, but I don't think Natari will partake.
Well, you have to tell
Someone else has
Mavis
to
to
do
do
it.
it or not, and I will totally.
I think Vitar is pretty much Mama Bear. He'd be like, "No, Natus, it's fine." You know?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll abstain too. It's a little risky at this point, and I don't think we're desperate enough to roll the dice on that yet.
I don't think Prisma is.
You guys are
That's
freaking
awesome.
pussies! Beautiful! I am amazingly beautiful! I have advantage on all charisma checks that I make for the next hour.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Don't know how many of those we'll make, but all right.
Hey, I mean, she could technically be so pretty that if she asks you to drink from it. Nah, I don't make people do
Gonna have to-
charisma checks against each other, so
Ah!
that's up
That would
to
have been funny.
the parties to decide. Like if they're like, I can't decide, I want this to be based off of a persuasion check, then I'll allow it. But yeah, for the most part, I don't make you guys try to talk each other into anything with rolls.
Prisma
Good
will hold
idea,
up the
'cause that
flask and be
usually
like,
ends weirdly.
she'll be like,
Who wants to try? It's not so bad. I feel so pretty. Prettier than usual.
Nate is
Can't
like
deny that you don't look pretty with it.
breaks up an Ian.
But I think I'll still abstain from that. But
Can we identify the bag?
oh,
Yes, identifying the bag was the next order of business.
We're taking an hour rest.
Oh yeah, and then I'll do hit dice as well.
I think I have an advantage on Arcana checks. I'll check my runes. So I want to say it's the stone rune that does it. No, that's for inside.
All right. Well,
Ooh, Arcana. Yes, I do have advantage on Arcana for the Cloud Rune.
does it have any caveat of like whenever you use it here, or just period?
Yeah, as long as I'm wearing the equipment that I engraved with the Cloud Rune, I have advantage on Arcana checks and can't be surprised as long as I'm not incapacitated.
All right. And that 23. You think to yourself, man, it would have been cool if this was what I hoped it was. But what you have is a bag of scolding.
Oh.
Ooh, bag of scolding is even better.
A bag of scolding?
Yeah.
Does it insult us?
Yeah, scolding or scalding.
I would say scolding is what it sounded like.
It is a scolding bag.
What does it actually talk?
So we open it, like, put like something in there.
It's like, oi, beating you did.
Would make an excellent distraction.
Yes, whenever you open it, it does say, "Hey, what are you doing opening me? Who raised you? You just come up and open any bag you see without asking first? Nobody teach you manners?"
I don't know what manners you're gonna teach.
This is fun.
Probably still.
I just typed in bag of scolding. Apparently it was a thing that somebody already made.
Yeah, I literally saw something like that just yesterday.
Aw,
That's
man.
why I was like, "Is this talk to us?" Yeah.
You never ever can feel original, can you?
I didn't look it up beforehand because, like, I made it up the moment that he rolled it.
Someone always has to steal your thunder.
That's okay. That just means that I'm stealing their thunder. Great minds and all that.
I was about to say, it
Yeah.
just means great minds think alike.
I was going to say, sure sounded a good idea.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I can put up with the scolding as long as it does something nice as well.
Well, it's
Does
also
it do anything nice?
able to hold a bunch of stuff. I'll try to put my spear inside of it.
Oh, what's it gonna say for that?
Hey, you think you could just...
Does the spear go quite a ways
Maybe
in
we could
there?
get
Or is
used to
it...
this.
It seems like it could go about halfway in.
Ah. Well, it's bigger bag.
Do you take it out?
I take it out.
How dare you! Just walk up to a lady and stick your shaft down her throat!
Well. Well, before it gets any more awkward with this bag, guys, I think we should go.
Yes, we should definitely tie the bag up and keep it, though. It's handy.
Yes.
Look at that, perfect, up to maximum hit points.
Nice.
You had better stop treating me like you can't talk to me! Talking in the third person! I'm right here! It's always the bag, the bag! Don't speak to me personally!
What's your name then?
I don't have one. But thank you for asking.
Alrighty. Well, we'll call you Priscilla.
Priscilla! Oh, what a lovely name! See? You have manners when you try!
I like this person.
I do like it. I was gonna say Drusilla, but Priscilla works better.
Persilla.
Yes,
My
I like it
phone
better.
is about to die.
Oh no.
Put it on the charger.
Hope you like your new bag, Tanner.
Gotta,
It's gonna scold you every
What?
time you open it.
yes.
Only if you don't ask
Your feelings.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have to be polite to Priscilla now.
It's like that book in Harry Potter. You have to stroke the spine before you open it, otherwise they'll just bite at you.
If you can, Tanner, you should come back, because if we do get a long rest, which I don't think we will, but if we do, it's a level up.
Okay. Come back. Just gotta wait. I gotta charge my phone.
Cool, man.
Alright, alright.
I'll look after Dominicus.
Sounds good. Be back.
Bye-bye.
Since we are recovering hit dice, how many hit dice can I spend maximum?
I let you use as many as you want, but you only regain half of your hit dice on a long rest. You know?
Yes, I remember that.
So yeah, you can use all of them if you want to.
Nice.
I think I'll keep it at 2.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm all set.
Yeah, we make our way to Gallant's place.
So you don't have any spell slots, is that right?
Yeah, I got my cantrips, but
Yeah.
but nothing more than that.
So, and you've got 3 nails of Chernobog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's time to try out some melee stuff on a mount.
Yep, I have to be doing that. I did get at least 2 refills of the flask,
Nice,
and I still have my healing hands.
nice.
Plus, I'm
So we
topped
got-
off on all of my abilities.
There you go.
And Natus should be too.
No, like Dominicus gets his stuff back, but Nadus doesn't get his rages back.
Oh, you need a long rest for that.
Mm-hmm. But we have 1.
So you guys are ready to head on out?
Mm-hmm.
Ready, Freddy.
Ready, eager, hungry.
Yeah, we can't have Gatsby's wife taking any heat.
Well,
Oh, Gatsby's gonna be so mad.
I'm sorry to do this to you, but I do not have that ready.
We have to cliffhanger?
I think it would be wise.
Alright.
I am still, like, sweating to death. As well,
I will.
since my air conditioner is still not fixed.
Okay.
So I was unable to think about things properly and fix them up, you know. So
No problem, man.
I only had up to this point. I didn't know you were gonna do it this way, but you know.
Alright.
So yeah, sorry.
No big.
Yeah, give you time.
Yeah, no big.
So thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And I hope you all have a good night. And until next time, on Dungeons and WheatTons.
Outro.